Hey everyone! Today I want to share a gripping story that intertwines law, politics, and global conflict, all in the setting of a single courtroom. Buckle up as we dive into a tale that's as complex as it is crucial. Earlier this year, the Trump administration made headlines by freezing or canceling over $2 billion in federal research grants to none other than Harvard University. The official reason? They claimed Harvard wasn't doing enough to combat anti-Semitism on campus. But as we peel back the layers, we discover that this isn't just about anti-Semitism. It's a tangled web of money, politics, and power. During the 2024 campaign, Trump received significant donations from pro-Israel lobbying groups and wealthy donors. Once in office, he targeted institutions he deemed hostile to Israel, including elite universities that had become hotbeds of student protests against Israel's actions in Gaza. The war there has been described as a brutal colonial occupation, and as images of devastation spread, the pressure mounted to silence dissent on campuses. Harvard found itself in the crosshairs. But here's where things get legally sticky. Under the First Amendment, the government cannot retaliate against institutions for speech, no matter how unpopular it may be. And thanks to laws like the Higher Education Act, federal research grants must be awarded based on academic merit, not political allegiance. When the government tried to tie Harvard's funding to political demands, it crossed a constitutional line. U.S. District Judge Allison Burroughs stepped in, calling the funding cuts a mere pretext for ideological control. She issued a permanent injunction, restoring the funding and barring the government from weaponizing grants against academic independence. But what does this mean for the future of research? When top universities lose funding, projects on crucial issues like cancer and climate change can stall. This isn't the first time we've seen political pressure shape campus speech. Think back to the 1960s, during the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War, when universities were pressured to crack down on student protests. Or the 1980s, when funding threats loomed over schools supporting anti-apartheid movements. The question remains, can universities stand firm against powerful interests demanding silence? The Trump administration plans to appeal, which could lead this case to the Supreme Court. The justices will face a pivotal question. Can the government condition federal funds on universities silencing speech about foreign wars and human rights abuses? For now, Harvard's legal victory is a beacon for academic freedom, but the context is critical. This case matters because it's about more than just Harvard. It's about the very essence of free inquiry in a democracy. When courts uphold the Constitution, even amid political turmoil, they protect our right to question, to learn, and to speak out, and that's a story worth telling. Thanks for joining me today. Let's keep the conversation going.